As the country tries to recover from the COVID-19-induced economic contraction, tourism remains one of the avenues to do so. Recently, a group of stakeholders addressed JIS think tanks to give an update on compliance within the sector and the work of the COVID-19 Resilient Corridors Committee since its establishment. The group included Committee Chairman John Biles, President of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association Omar Robinson, and the Chairman of Jamaica Cooperative Automobile Limousine Tours Limited, Brian Thelwell.
If you look in the Caribbean, not many countries took the bold move to put in place a resilient corridor. Resilient corridor is important because if you notice throughout the Caribbean and the world, countries have either gone full open or major lockdown. Jamaica, because of the size of our country, it would be very, very tough to go with a full lockdown. And because we are concerned about everybody's health, it would be very tough to go with opening everything up. So the resilient corridor was put in place, I say with a lot of joy, to enable an in-between ground so that our industry can have a chance to not prosper, but to survive. It's important because, and one of the reasons why I'm here and feel very strongly, is because there are hundreds of thousands of linkages, the word is overused a bit, but hundreds of thousands of lives and hundreds of communities that are independent on each other from tourism. They either work directly in this industry, indirectly in the industry, and this process goes back and forth, back and forth. You cannot count the amount of connections that tourism brings to the North Coast.
What we have seen to date is that it has worked reasonably well. It has worked well. As a result of it working well, we look to say, what is it that we have really achieved on the corridor? It is nothing different than what our Minister of Health has, and our Ministry of Health has put forward within the protocols for the entire nation. The only difference I would say is that because of the smaller geographic area, we have really focused on making sure the compliance is in place. So what is it that we're talking about? We're talking about the wearing of masks. We're talking about the social distancing. We're talking about the sanitization. We're talking about reducing the amount of gathering. It's not rocket science.